Hello! We are live-ish. um, is that my catchphrase now? I don't know. Anyways. Um, oh, by the way, I a little special shout out to one person that I sent the link to the channel today. So Helen, if you're watching, congratulations, you caught up. Then, well, you still have the rest. Um, I've linked to you the details today. Anyways, so there you go. Uh, right. So let's before let's just jump right in, right? World's crazy enough as it is. We don't need it anymore. Let's just jump into a much safer environment the much safer environment that is the deadly jungles of Chult. So, as a quick recap, you last we left off, you had left Oralunga with answers with regards to your direction and to other metaphysical questions that you might have had. I'm looking at you, Heinrich. Um, and had then gone back towards your intended next step, which was the heart of Uptau, across the Aldani Basin. The crossing up until now has been fairly quiet. The only event was a group of dinosaurs in the distance, but also a pair of, or trio of lobstermen, which apparently only you, Vroon, as well as Salida, spotted in the darkness of the basin as you were camping one night. You managed to scare them off with the use of your drift globe and the daylight spell. Pretty much waking up everybody to say, "Hey guys, look, we just saw the Loch Ness monster," and nobody believes you. Speaking of Salida, understanding that it was about that you were coming up on the time where you would have to you split the group, with one of the guides bringing back Inete north to Port Nianzaru, the other one going south. Both, well, let's just say that I, as a GM, have been giving Salida a bit more airtime, as each and one of you has been having conversations with her with regards to many subjects, mostly can she be trusted. She has replied that she is an open book, and you know, she is motivated. She is motivated to go down to this city, this Omu. And while you guys are still pondering, you are now right in the middle of the Aldani Basin, looking towards the heart of Uptau that can be visible on clearer days. It is this dark spot in the sky that is fairly easy to follow, considering the lack of high vegetation you're in. And to give you a little bit of context as to why you are in the Aldani Basin, the sage at Oralunga basically mentioned to Inete that there was a new power seeking to till. I said, what did I say? Till the fields sown by Rasensi. And so suggesting that maybe a new power would be interested in the latent necromantic energies that run through Chult. The clue of the red robes and the grinning fleshless mask that has been haunting Inete would maybe push towards the red mages of Thay. And as such, we move in from the cloudy skies above Chult to find our company packing up camp and heading out into, well, pretty much heading east at this point, southeast, towards the heart of Uptao, coming in closer and closer to the places that on your map were marked as concentrations of undead. The only service you pretty much got out of your visit to Camp Vengeance. So, what I want you to do, all of you, is... I will make a... I was talking to... I was actually listening to a video by XP to level 3. And so I'm going to be changing... I'm making a slight addendum to the travel rules, which is the weather is not going to be a general weather on the day you leave. It is going to... We're going to roll the dice to see how many days you have without an encounter. And then I'm going to roll the weather. And the weather will apply for that encounter. Make sense? So if I brew up a storm, you know you're in for it. Right. So, had we rolled recently? No, we were just there on. So let's just go back to the jungle exploration rules, and can I ask for a? Let's go for a D6, please. Now, I will say this. This is definitely difficult terrain. So for the next 2 days, they will count for both. They will count double, basically. So as you are here right now, you would need 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the mainland. So you need to get 4 to get out of the marsh itself. So could you please roll me a d6? I believe that was Gabby saying that she volunteering. Okay. Well, I'll say this. You managed to move 1 square. Yeah, but those... Okay. It's 1 hour. It lasts for 1 hour. That is fair. But over 8 hours of walking and the exhaustion and the whole thing. So, right. Okay. Actually, I am going to have all of you roll a Constitution saving throw, please. That's fair. Okay. So, so essentially, I want as you're I mean, this is probably the reason why your water walking isn't really helping. As on the second day, the first day is probably a good amount of um, let's say a good amount of travel. It's easy, but the second day, a rolling storm comes in. And as the rain starts to fall, the wind's picking up on this marshy plateau. There is no way to shelter yourselves from the wind or from anything else. And as you are beaten down by the wind, trying to really work your way forwards, all of you gain one level of exhaustion, and Vroon, you take a second one. Now, what I want for somebody and somebody else may roll. I am going to roll. I'm going to have to ask you to roll a d6, please. Somebody. Yes. Because I want to know how many encounters you will be facing on that second day. Okay. So, oh no, it's not on. It's not on. You can maximum get. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna be basically gonna be. Okay. I'm gonna be rolling for these. Okay. Let's see. Can somebody roll me a um somebody roll me a d8, please. Okay. 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 So, here's the thing. Um, all of you have disadvantage to checks, correct? Oh, your speed is out. Oh, okay. Sorry, Heinrich. Yes. Yes, you will have disadvantage on your initiative. But I'm just wondering, the no, the question is, first level of exhaustion, is that is the saving throws, or is it the checks? I think it's the checks. Ability checks. Right. Okay. Is there anyone in the group that has a passive perception score of 18 or higher? Right. Okay. So, because the check was actually a 13, but because you have a disadvantage, it goes down by 5. Well, it goes up by 5. Um, so, Gale, most likely because the storm is nothing new to you. Because you are, as a mercenary on the high seas, you are used to looking into rainy winds straight on and keeping an eye out for things. Where you notice that the sort of the small little island that you would have had that you were sort of aiming towards to find shelter, you know this little rock outcropping. As you come close to it, you start to notice that there is silken webbings all over the rock face of it, and you spot the giant spider webs in time to alert the other characters to an encounter with giant spiders. So exactly, but it kind of also means that you keep on trucking and things are getting. Um, Lastly, I am going to. I just want to find this. Nope. Okay. So, I'm going to roll this right here. Can I have what is your Sorsha? Can I have your passive perception, please? 17. Okay, so that is technically with disadvantage on all checks. That's a 12. So I will try and see if this is sufficient. Uh, uh, Considering the storm, Laryl is either disappeared or keep floating by you or very very sort of very huddled under your skirts. Let's put it that way. Um, okay. It doesn't really matter when this thing rolls a natural one. Um, so you are not taken by surprise when a giant poisonous snake shoots out from one of the pools that you are stepping in to attack you specifically. So I want you, I'm going to move you to the landing page because I am not going to create this whole setting for it. I want you to select your character and roll for initiative. Um, okay. Um, no, it's mostly for. I mean, all of you are considered surprised for this because it's specifically for her. She may have moved away, so I'm going to basically let the snake first. Why did I not get anyone in the turn order? Ah, there they are. There they are. Uh, uh, this is all of it being a bit slow. Oh, and I promise that normally I'm hoping that by next session I will actually have an overlay that will show both our faces and the map, so I don't have to move from one to the other. So I can see your lovely faces when you are shocked by my by the damage that I'm doing. So this creature, this giant poisonous snake, even though you are not surprised, it does act before you. And so it is going to try and bite you. Well, considering, like I said, Heinrich, Gale, and Vroon, you are considered surprised. Technically, you weren't. I mean, you do not have your weapons at the ready. You were literally just trudging through this, and it's just that Sorsha stepped into the wrong puddle. So that is a bite attack. It fortunately did not have advantage because that is an 8 and that is a miss. So Sorsha, you want to go for it? Okay, go ahead. Right. Okay. I'm pretty sure this thing does not have a high wisdom. Yes, it just sinks. It just sinks. There's nothing there's nothing to say about it. You do 17 damage, you kill it outright. There you go. Okay, so you can mark off that spell. Um. So, by the way, could I maybe have a I would like to have from the lot of you, basically the marching order. Okay. Okay. So I am going to move you because I'm going to move you to the map basically for the third encounter because this encounter I actually have prepared. So in this case, you are coming. So basically, where are you coming? You are coming from up here, and the trail is basically leading you south in this situation. I could have it sort of moved about, but so who's in? So Vroon, you'd be in the back like this. Okay. Oh well, I'll move you back. Yes. We are right here. Okay. Aiku would most likely be with you. Okay. Heinrich. Actually, are you all huddled around Vroon because of the storm? Okay. So the idea is you are moving in this direction, correct? Yes. Gale and Heinrich are. So Gale maybe move a bit forward. This over here maybe. Inete is covering, and Selida is going to be as well. I mean, as a guide, she's going to most likely be in the back to make sure that everybody's. Okay, that is good. I'm going to take you. I'm going to center you a little bit on the map for reasons that I will not mention. Uh, yeah, absolutely. Um, So, as the storm is still very much raging as you are coming into the last couple of hours of daylight, but I mean, let's face it, Rune, you probably have your it is dark. I'm going to the globe, yeah. So remind me. So the globe, remind me, is wait. You don't have night vision? I don't know. Uh, so yeah, the daylight is, but a daylight I believe is 2020. No, light. Yeah, but light I believe is 2020. Yeah. Is there anybody else casting a magical source of light? Thank you. Okay. So that is 2020. Okay. And I believe Inete is going to do the same. Uh, so that way you have three sources of light. Right. Okay. So, um, uh, as you are trudging through try to basically the most difficult part in this storm is you have not actually seen daylight apart from the dawn when you started. The skies have gone extremely dark, extremely black, and the and it's been difficult just trudging around in this day of midnight. The rain pushing you down. You've had this encounter with the snake. You've had to move away from potential shelter, as shelter in these parts is usually already taken by something else. And you keep trudging. And there's a moment where you come to an area that seems a bit more amicable to pedestrians. And that's when you start noticing in the mud around you. Gale, you're probably the one to spot this, but just you start, as you're looking about, moving through this muddy trail, you start noticing bones. The You start seeing bones, but these are they it doesn't look like a body just strewn there, because as you start looking around with the moving your shield around to sort of illuminate, you start noticing that the skeletons are armed, and I do mean skeletons, plural. Think actually a good thing would be, think about Lord of the Rings when they're crossing the bog, following the marshes. And so, as you're looking down towards it, trying placing your feet, you can see this grinning mask of a skeleton just underneath the water. And just as you look towards it, you can see throughout reflecting in the light, you can see a blue triangle just there upon the forehead of the skeleton in this bright blue paint. Ford Vagents, yeah. And those were not the flaming idiots, by the way. Those were the fisted idiots. Yeah. And at the moment where you say weapons at the ready, we're surrounded, the you can see silhouettes sort of moving up from the muck as skeletons in various degrees of decay, rot, and others start to slowly rise up. However, Gale, the one that you had spotted, this one right here, I've moved it a little bit for the initiative. Actually, I should move it closer so that you can actually see it. There we go. This one right here, well, this one arbors the triangle. Inete calls out, probably saying, there's one over there as well. This one right here, you can see, despite it is a skeleton, but there's much more flesh. There's still some flesh to it. You can see that it's been eaten away by rot and by insects and whatever others. It is considered as a skeleton. It's much fresher than a skeleton. It's not a zombie, but you do notice the tatters of red robes about it. And this one, while yeah, Statistics are the same, but you notice you're going to see a few of them that are marked with a red dot. These are clothed in this red, these red clothing, these red tunics. I would like to ask you all for initiative. Let's put it. I will give you the um, I will give you the. Does anybody have dark vision in the party? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What is your dark vision usually? Third. I should be. It's 60. However, I am going to limit your field due to the rain. I'm going to limit it to 30. So right now that should have shrunk immediately. Oh, you only see a cone? Oh, okay. I am going to do that differently. I'm going to do that right here, and I'm not going to limit. There we go. Okay, is this better? There we go. Okay, so basically it's just because of the storm that is sort of limiting your vision. Um, well, yeah, storm and skellies, yay! Uh, I am going to roll for Salida. I am going to roll for Eku. There we go. And Inete. Because, of course... Oh, they're not bad, though Salida's a bit slow. Hmm? Yeah, she's the only one to act behind the skeletons. So... Oh, that is right. I apologize. So... Okay, could you please change all of you to the correct one? Um... Oh, Gale. Oh, Gale. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Eku, Ninete, and Salida. I'm gonna leave them at that. Um. Oh, Gale. Oh, Gale. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, that means that they'll just be closer. So please consider that for all of this fight, every single is difficult terrain, as in it's either mud, wind, or water. Um, y Nothing is really that deep, so you can just trudge through, right? Right. So, Heinrich, you are first to go. These skeletons are very much the reason I'm saying that the reason why they're so slow is because they are rising, right? But by the time that they're rising Harryhausen, in a Harryhausen fashion, you basically have the time to pull out the weapons, pull out your staff, your components, and so forth. So it's very much arming. But you're just a bit quicker, that spark of life within you giving you an advantage in speed. So please, Heinrich, begin. And here we go, shenanigans. Um, Yes, so we now have a speed event. It is the name of the spell in the tracker. Okay. Okay. I will mark you as under well, I will use a new little thing, and I will use this right here to for concentration, and you are, my friend, sped up. So where is that? There it is. Okay. Okay, it's going to be Eku's turn. You have not seen her much, but let's see what she can do. Um, God, she can't do much. What she is going to do is going to cast Um, I think who would be? I think yeah. I think that the idea is that she would protect Inete. So she is going to cast Sanctuary on cast. Yes, level 1. There we go. She's going to cast Sanctuary, and so this one is warded. Uh, yes, there we go. She is shielded. Um, and you hear her basically swearing in what you understand most likely would have been ancient Chultian, or not exactly sure. No, actually, does anybody speak Celestial? Celestial, Celestial. Um, yeah, Heinrich, you hear basically a string of insults in Celestial, which, yeah, it's so ins. It's more or less about along the lines of, well, they have specific insults for anything that is unholy, and I think that is pretty much it. But yes, I would imagine that they have some sort of swearing. Right. Yeah. Let's. Okay. Anyways. So, however, in if the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends. Which means Inete is all of a sudden very, very going, come on! But no, what she is going to cast Bless. Um, and Bless up to 3 creatures, so most likely Vroondomon is going to be blessed. I'm going to put you with the little yellow dot. Gale, blessed. And I guess she would go for Heinrich. Um, hmm. Does she have a second level? Second level? No, not yet, unfortunately. Who do you think would need it first, guys? Heinrich or Sorsha? I actually it. You know what? It's not about preference. It's about who's closest, and that is Sorsha. Let's put it that way. Gale because Feral Cleric and these are undead. Vroon because you are going to be the fist of. I was about the fist of Koshu. I've been reading too much Moon Knight. The fist of Uptao and Salida is just mean. So that is going to be your turn, Sorsha. It is up to you. What's your plan? Wait, okay. Click. Which one? Okay. Go ahead. Eldritch Blast. That is a hit. So the first one's a hit. The second one, even with a D4, is not going to hit. No, they do not have 8 AC. These are not zombies. I mentioned this. Um, no, actually, as you look at their equipment, it could be up to 12, and they have an AC of 13, so that will not pass. But please do the damage. Yes, please do the damage for the first Eldritch Blast, and that is 8 damage. The ancient armor that they seem to be wearing, which is mostly made, you can see, is ill-fitted because of the bones. It's a lot of the weapons and the armor seem to be bronze that are now been green, sort of greenish tint to that. So looking at these old eroded statues, um, yeah, a lot of most of them are equipped with ikluas and the such. Um, mhm. Mhm. Um, I will say the as you fire through the it you can see that the magic has rattled the bones. It has punched through this ancient armor, but it's still standing. I will say it is bloodied. I've got I've got bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration. Okay. Uh, here we go. Bane of all of my toys. Vroon, go ahead, break my toys. um. Okay. Jesus. Okay. You're gonna have so many icons. Um. Um. Okay, and I am going to. I mean, technically, you could jump. Shit, why did I say that? Yeah, exactly. Okay. That is. Yep. No, 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 no. It just halves your movement. Yeah, it's yeah, 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 yeah. What's no, no. What's your movement? What's your total movement? Okay, so you yes. Oh, right, because you're I had forgotten the exhaustion. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yes. You may strike when ready, sir. Yeah. Come on, lockpick. Ooh. Okay. So a 12 rolled rolled. Hmm. Well, I mean, technically, the minimum you can do is a 13. Okay, so that's a 15. That's a hit. So get roll. Oh yeah, this thing shatters and explodes. Tr- True. Yeah. Okay. True, but it does take a total of 20 damage because these things are vulnerable to bludgeoning. So you you do not have three attacks. Oh yes, you do with speed. Sorry. I will say this. You can technically take another with that that's action for haste. Can it be used for anything else? It's not just an attack, or is it? I think it. Yeah. Okay. So you can move another 20. There we go. Okay. It's going to be the skeleton's turn. So I'm going to move because this is going to get very messy. I'm going to move the skellies out of the way. There we go. And that way we can have a an accurate. See, see. I have no idea how many skeletons are there. I just placed them all across the map and just said, "I'll rush you." Um. Yeah. Okay. Well, I live to serve you, my lady. So that is one. Uh, I'm gonna have this one sprint because he needs to catch up with the others. Oh, actually, I even forgot this one. Okay. Um, I'm I'm pretty sh. Coke-elephant. Okay, that's gonna be for the next one. So the skeletons, there's going to be one attack against Vroon. Oh, whoops, no, wrong one. Okay, that is a 15. That is a 15. That is not going to get anywhere. Definitely. This skeleton right here is going to make a Wisdom saving throw to fire to hit Inete. That is a 13. I don't believe that's. Where did I put that? Sanctuary. Um, Wisdom saving throw. Oh, what's her spell DC? Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, it's 14. You're right on the money. 14. So it needs to. It either misses the attack or well, it misses the attack. And there's going to be one attack against Gale. Okay, that is going to be a 12. Right. These things are not hitting you very quickly. However, um, Gale, could you please roll me a d6? Exactly. Okay. So that's 2 plus 2, so that's going to be 4. So these 4 right here, these are equipped with they're basically equipped with bows, but well, it would be I'm counting them as short bows, but they're technically something along the lines of long spear guns, long sort of blow guns, or mm, or javelins. I don't know. Anyways, so there's going to be one. Let's see. Short bow is range 80. Yeah, so they're going to. You guys are in range. Jesus, they've changed. Okay. Right. So there's going to be another one. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah. No. Okay. So when in doubt, shoot the one. If you can't aim for that one. Oh, actually, fire on Salida. And that is a miss. Though technically hidden, so that would be advantage. Let's see. Can you? Whoops. Okay. Nope. So that does not hit. Gale. Okay. So 3 on Gale. That's a 17. Crit for 29. Does Chronal Shift have a range? 30 feet. This one's out of range. No worries. I th- it, Besides, is cutting word a reaction or is it? Yes. Okay. So I'm cutting words is a reaction. I'm missing up with something else which has to be prepared, but that don't worry, no worries. Okay. So yes, you take 5. Um, Out of the volley, I'm liking that. For you, Salida is going to aim. Let's see, what does she have? Yeah, I think she's going to wade in here, and she's going to make 2 attacks. There you go. That is 1, 2. Yeah, so that is a total of 7 damage. As she hacks into the bones. Not enough to put it down, but on its way there. Right, Gale, you're up. I'm surprised you're not. I'm surprised you're not going for Call Lightning, considering that we are in a storm. No, no, no. Skeletons are. Um, I would have a tendency of saying that thunder damage does more is considered would be considered bludgeoning for this, but skeletons are not vulnerable to thunder damage, just bludgeoning. Okay, come on. You could have also just hit the wave. Okay, so could you send the spell into chat? So yeah, so the 10-foot tall, 60-foot radius centered on a point you can see. So 60, yeah. If we put in a point, snap to corner. I mean, 60 feet. That's the entire map, right? So no worries about that. Um, Bolt of Lightning. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a Dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 3D on a failed save or half as much on a successful. On each of your turns on your action, you can use your action to call lightning in this way again. If you are outdoors in stormy conditions, the spell's damage increases to 1d10. By 1d10. So yes, you'll be currently you are doing 4d10. Um, so basically you choose a point, and it is everything within 5 feet of that point. So basically, it's anything within a 10 by 10 square. We'll take the no. A point is a cross between intersections. Those two, okay. Right. So the check is how much? It's wisdom, dexterity. Okay. Normal 16, and the damage is 21. So they're still up. Both of them seem to be fairly quick. The lightning, I mean, it's bones, right? So there's not much. Yeah, maybe the bronze is absorbing some of the electricity, but definitely as the explosion hits, lighting up, and at that point you can probably see the silhouette of the skeletons. Um, you know how whenever in cartoons, whenever somebody gets electrocuted, you see the skeletons in beneath. This effect is lost on them. So most likely, what you see is that you can see the aura of what maybe it illuminates the magical orga. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But yes, that is your um um yeah, and yes, you are now okay. So let's see, what can I find? Whoops. Okay, and that's going to be the Thunder from Down Under. Gale is now Australian. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, there actually this one's better. Okay. Heinrich, top of the turn. Back to you. Okay, so how many Scorching Rays does that give you? So it's 5. Okay. Wait, yeah, it's a level 1 spell. Or is it a level 2 spell? Level 2 spell, so you give it a, yes, so you get an extra, it's 2 for 2. Well, yeah, so you get 4. Oh, your first one is 3. Yes, sorry, I apologize. Yeah. Yeah, it's N plus 1. Yep, okay. 19 is a hit, and 9 is dead. Yep. That is not going to be enough. Okay. So in that case, yep. So in that case, I mean, just if you get you automatically hit. You get a 1, it's okay. So yep. That's a hit. That's a kill. Oh no, actually, do the damage. Yeah, that's a kill. Okay. Yep, that's a hit. -7. It is still up. Yeah, that's a hit. Still up. Uh, okay. 23. That is a hit. 12. Ooh. Yeah, that is a scorcher. It is not. You can see that it's the smoldering of your bolt just punched right through the armor, and you can see that half its rib cage is now just gone. Basically, it is holding on by a thread. Um, and that is all your shots, I believe. Okay. Speed defend continues. Eku is going to. Um, let's see. And what do you mean she doesn't have any? Okay, interesting. Yeah, as she is basically going to be holding. Um, oh, she doesn't have that. Okay. She doesn't have much. She's not a fighter. Yep, she's gonna hold an action. If somebody needs healing, she will put in the healing. But right as of now, she's got nothing. She's got nothing offensive. She's very polite. Um, Inete, however, is going to say, "Fuck this." I am not, and she is going to go for a Sacred Flame on the Skelly right in front of her. DC. Okay, that's a Dexterity saving throw. Oh, and yeah, as she launches the thing, most likely it's not the first time she's had to deal with undead, but pretty much up this close, anyways. And the skeleton just the flames just erupt around it, and it doesn't seem to be effective. No, most likely the damp cloth of the Thayan rose maybe sort of just evaporates and dries up and burns, but nothing much more. So that's going to be her. Sorsha. Okay. Okay. So who are you firing on? Yeah. So same target, or are you going for something else? Okay. Okay. So that a 19 hits. So go ahead. Uh, hmm. No. No. Unf- yeah. Yeah. Warlocks can boost it, unfortunately, but. Okay. Okay. So roll the damage for that 25. If you're okay with that. And that is enough. That's a kill. As you take the creature's head off in a blast of did we ever actually described your Eldritch Blast? I'm not sure. We've been using it a lot, but uh, okay. Wait, could you just repeat that because you were very robotic, choppy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Vroon, Europe. There is one. Yes. You do have a bless, so it is technically. Yes, it is. No. Okay, yeah, 26 hits. Yes, come on. Oh yes, this thing is. So it takes 22 damage. So it takes 22 damage. It it shatters again as lockpick just makes this into split wood. This is one skeleton that will never, whose career is fairly brief. Let's put it that way. Um, as long as you don't leave the zone, yes. Not yet. There it. Ah, yes, you can move between those two. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Do you? Yeah, you just use it. Okay. But yes, you have situated yourself quite well there. Um, okay. It's going to be the Skellies, which mostly are going to gang up on you. These two there. This one is going to move up. This one is going to move up. There we go. Um, I think that by habit they're going to group. I think it's going to be 4 attacks on Vroon. And just because I'll just move these like that, just because I can. So 4 with advantage. Short swords all the way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's only one that hits, I believe. So. Okay, go ahead. That is 1d8. Yes. It still goes through. Um, it is still considered a crit. It's still considered a natural 20. You just remove its bonus. Um, no, you do not, because you're wearing adamantine armor. Have we actually named that armor? Yeah, we should. Um, well, technically it's not magical. It's just very, very hard. So yes, you only take 7. Um, yeah, I'm seeing you. Wait, how many hit points do you have? Oh, that's maybe because it hasn't updated with the level up. I will. Yeah, the plus means that you're over your over your limit. So I'll have to. Yes, we'll do it as it is. I'll do that during. I'll change that during the break. But I need to update your yeah the tokens. Yeah, I'll update the tokens. Um, right. Okay. So that are the no. So those are the skeletons on Vroon. Salida's going to get well, a pair of volleys to her face. Okay, so the 19 goes through, and that is for -5. Okay. As she takes an arrow to the knee. Yeah. She took an arrow to the knee. Okay. And that is the one and only reference that I will make to that joke during the whole campaign, or until I forget. Or until I forget. Yeah. Yeah. That I love. You have an arrow. Okay, so that's her turn. Salida is going to pull out her bow. She's going to aim for this one right here. Oh, by the way, this one is very much bloodied. Which one? This one is very much bloodied as well. Right. Yes. No, this one is got a bow and he's bloodied. This one is. Have a look. They're not the same little dots. If you just zoom in, you can see one's a dot, a nice little circle, and the other one is a splotch of blood. Well, I am subtle. Right. So, I was saying, I forgot to do those 4 attacks with advantage on your character. Somebody's armor is going to find themselves stolen in the night by monkeys. Salida is going to take out her bow, short bow. That is a 16, so that is 6 piercing, and this one is down. As it spears it through the head. Right. Okay, Gale, you're up. No, it's an action, yes. Come on. You were talking about 4d10. This cannot be a bonus action. You're not an artificer. No. If we though yeah, they do not come, unfortunately they're not at all in the for the same reason that all spheres are actually squares. So yeah, go ahead. And I will so it is dexterity. I know. Yeah, but actually, that I believe in earlier editions, you did have, if your scare was only partially within, if you were only partially within the sphere, then you got half damage. It was. Oh wow. Um. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the storm is getting worse. I'm rolling their DC, but so that's 25. God damn it. Uh. Yeah. Yeah, one's going down, but the other one is still. It's at 1 hit point. I would say yes. Agreed. Um, you want a bonus action? You want a bonus action chuck a stone? Is that what I heard? Leave it to Anette. Uh, Heinrich. On which one? Okay. Yep. No. Okay, that is -9. Yes. Okay. 13. That's a hit. That's a kill. Okay. 19. That's a hit, and Vroon's not gonna be happy about it. Okay, that's 9, and it is red-robed and bloodied. Okay, 20, that's a hit. -7. Okay. Well, technically, Rune needs to do a minimum of. No, Radiant doesn't do anything, but the idea is that your minimum amount of bludgeoning damage, as long as your minimum amount of bludgeoning damage is 5, which I believe is your bonus. 6? Yeah, 6. 6. Yeah. Yeah, so I think. Oh, correct. Yes. You are okay. Thank you for that, by the way. I must be getting slow. Yes, absolutely. I can trust these players. Anyways, Heinrich, that's your turn? Okay. We really need to find something for you to do with your bonus action. Um, Eku is going to. I think she's going to move. She's going to shove Inete within behind. Um, Basically as a protect. Um, or no, actually no, because yeah, she's gonna come here. She's just gonna move there. To try and place her body between Inete. Inete is basically yeah, she's gonna go for the Skelly. Um, let's see, Skelly dexterity saving throw. That's a yeah, that's gone. That's one Skelly. Yeah, he's down. Yeah. I am not even rolling the damage for oh yeah, there you go. The 5 as the skull blows into pieces. Um, Sorsha. Is she now? You are muted. Okay, so which one did you aim first? Yeah, I believe that's yep, this one is down and this one is down. Yep. Yeah, come on. I don't want to play another skeleton. Come on. That's a 21. That's a kill. Yeah, that's 14. That's a kill. No, no, he has adamantine arm. No, I'm kidding. Adamantine bones. This was his name used to be Logan. No, just click on it. Just click on it. Okay, so right, so it takes. No, no, is on attack. That is no. That's more than that. It's more than that because so it is 21. So it's 42. That is 44 damage. 44 damage on something that has 13 hit points. Um, the, okay, go ahead. Yeah. Um, the I will. You know what? I will. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I will add you another skeleton that nobody had ever had actually seen. Let it be known that I am Gen. It is Gen. You're pretty regular on that radiant damage, by the way. So so um, did you only kill two in this whole fight? No, no. Well, you did, because I'm officially adding that one to the roster. Um, I don't know if any of you. No, I mean you must have because we share that. There's that movie Bahubali, and there is that one scene with the archery in the second movie where he shoots arrows in an empty corridor. He shoots three arrows in an empty corridor, and it just so happens that three guys just show up just because not an he does not waste an arrow. So this is very much Vroon going, I need another whack-a-mole, and there just happens to be a skeleton who's going, wait, I wasn't here a moment ago. No, your lockpick is actually enchanted so that if you have an extra attack, there's an extra enemy there to take it. Just in case, yeah. So yes, the last two skeletons basically disintegrate under the damage. You pop it to the head, and it just shatters down to the molecular level. Um, so just four, three, two. Yeah. So just so you know, that was 14 skeletons, I believe. No, 16 skeletons in yeah. So level 7, guys. In 3 turns. Yeah. Yeah, that last hit as the hammer comes down on the skeleton, you're going, is there anything else to think? And then you have that reflex of sort of picking up the hammer, and you're going, whoa. And you actually, the rest of you most likely see Vroon almost taking a knee as he's as this the speed catches up to him, and he goes whoa, and just sort of um By the way, all this time for the next for the next um that is her official nickname. There's something to be said about the courage of some clerics over a ship in the middle of a storm praying to, "Oh, you the sea bitch." Some people just won't get ate. Anyways. Well, I mean, Cleric of Umberly. Anyhow, um, if you want to know more, go watch Gale's interview. That went up last week. Um, so as the storm does not die down, this and actually, do you have control weather yet? No. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, as you push as I mentioned, as you push forward, the storm do you stay and try and maybe, do you try and find the skeletons to I no I think that you wouldn't want to shelter would be the most pressing matter, trying to find something somewhere dry. um the only real place that you actually do find dry, I mean, yeah, it's not good comfortable, but roughly around, would you expect to be maybe around 10 o'clock or midnight, the storm does dissipate, and you are still wet, soggy, cold. Well, no, you're not cold because this is fracking Chult. But I think that what would happen is that there's whenever the temperature goes down, the condensation goes up, so that most likely at some point you have to stop because there is a rising mist coming um, from the swamp, and quickly you find basically you spend the night wet, but at least you are safe and you get your long rest. So for that, I'm going to move you back to the main map. Uh, you you get to push the long rush, um, the button. Yes. Um, you lose a level, but you still have one. Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's because I moved you. Right. Uh, you have moved a square. Yes, absolutely. No, 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 no. That's where you were. Yeah. So now I'm gonna need another D6, please, as you are moving. You were here. You were here, and I moved you. I moved you one. Yes, absolutely. Okay, nice. So that is uh two, and then three. Whoops. Three, four. So yes, you get to the okay. You get to the heart of the. You leave behind the stinging insects, the rotting plant life smell of the Aldani Basin, and you finally manage to hit solid ground. Um, okay. Sorry, what was that? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from wait, let me just check. Snap to center. So you were here. You did. No, I said center. There you did. So that is 4, and you did 1, 2. Yeah. So 6 days in total since. So 5 days after the terrible day. So that's 5 days. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, anyways, that is actually not too badly calculated as the heart of Uptau is pretty much where you were told that you would find answers and that maybe that you would split the party. But let's get to the heart itself. The heart of Uptau, let me bring out the book and the description. You are now under the... Hmm? Yeah, book text. Oh. Okay, can you still hear us? Okay. Um, maybe we'll just take a little. Maybe we can take a break after this. We'll see. But anyway, so the heart of Uptal, a massive chunk of earth and rock torn from the earth drifts above the swampy forest, about 100 feet above the ground. A petrified tree towers above the stone, with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branches of the tree's limb, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots. As it slowly rotates, you can see the mouth of a cave in the side of the heart, and what seems to be a staircase winding up from the cave to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands. The staircase definitely isn't natural. It was carved with tools into the rock. And I will move you to I will move you to the page itself. Let's see. Heart of Uptau. I had you here. There we go. And I will place a viewing token so that all of you okay. Ah, well. No, you are not yet there. I need to oh, come on. I had prepared for this. Clearly not enough. Markers, yes, let's put in vision D controlled by everyone. Okay, this is what the heart looks like. Hanging about between 30 and 40 meters above. Yes, zoom out. This is a big one. And so you can see the mouth of the cave here. Welcome to the heart of Uptau. Yeah, bit out of your reach from your jumps. Mm-hmm. You is it any specific effect, or is this just for okay? So as a sort of like a prayer, or yeah, paying respect. So it very much is. From what you know, the heart of Uptao is a place where um, even after the disappearance um, of Uptao from Chult, this would have been a place where hermits and holy men would come to pray in the hopes of bringing him back. Um, and actually, I just realized that I have not shown. There we go, to the people in the audience. Um, actually, I just want to check something. Okay, perfect. Now, as the so yes, you would know that this is a pilgrim site, and as I mentioned, holy men would come here to sort of try and would hope that this place would be a link to Uptao, to the god that forsake Chult. Nothing has really come of it, and well, people have over the past decades have just stopped coming here. But as Choltians pass through, or locals to the surrounding area still consider this place as sacred. It's just that, well, it, it's a remind. It's some have come to resent it because it's the reminder that they have been forsaken by their own god, but in a sense. So yes, you see the intricate sign that I mean, would you? I mean, it would be common to sort of on the chest, yeah, yeah. So yes, what do you do? Oh, by the way, while the four of you are sort of looking up, Salida has sort of taken Eku aside and says, "Well, while they deal with that, let us make camp." Hmm? And so they are preparing. Basically, they're setting up camp in the idea that you're going to be spending there a while. So if this is anything like the last temple, we will be here until next day. I think. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Uh, well, Init is sort of looking up, saying, "Well, there has to be a way to get up there. If..." And she turns towards Vroon and said, "Holy men of Uptao managed to get up there, but I am not seeing any rope coming down. Is there a custodian of the place? Do you know?" Hmm. uh, well, I think Ineta says, "Well, if this follows any of the other sacred places that we have seen so far, this must be a puzzle. There must be a way, a portal of some kind. Maybe we should look among the brush. There should be maybe a ruin, some way to get up there. Yeah. Hmm. The as you in the meantime, do you start searching, looking? Hmm. 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 Okay. The hmm. You do know this. At a certain point, I will start believing this is a form of flirting. You do understand that, right? She crosses her arms, looks straight in your eyes, and says, "That is not the first time that I have heard that." As she turns her, she turns around. There's probably she said most likely said that loud enough for the rest of you to hear. She has a look towards Gale and most likely to Sorsha and has that wink of going, yeah, you see, I did it, I did it. Okay. Um, right. 10 minutes pass. You put on your magical spectacles, the filter over your eyes, and apart from apart from the heart itself, which is very much this, um, it's not a school of magic. It is magic in its rawest form. It is untreated. It is completely neutral with regards to its nature. It is um, it is a crystallized nexus of magical energy the, that goes just surrounds this one point. Divine sense? Okay. Um, okay. I can tell you that within 60 feet there is nothing that you can detect. Um, so yeah, the what you do know, the only thing that there are no you do not find any ruins. There is no. You can see where the earth moat sort of crashed up, and has been slowly been filled in. So you find directly underneath it this sort of dimple in the land, but that has been completely covered in vegetation. No, other than the heart itself, there is no magical energies, and there are no fiends, undead, or celestials that you do not know of in the vicinity, because of course there is Echo. So this is if you didn't know any better, yeah, the only thing that you would have seen, I don't think you would have ever seen this, Heinrich, but this is technically what you would be described as. These, so these moats of land most likely would have been created either during the Spell Plague or even before that, at the time of the Netherrim, where magic would be present almost everywhere. And in this case, the magic sort of crystallized in this one particular spot, and it just lifted itself from the earth like a magnet. So it is this hovering, sort of almost magnetically over the land itself. Mm. Earth motes are rare, but they are found in other places, specifically where the Netherrim, so the Netherrim Empire, uh, held. So roughly around a bit deeper into in from the South Coast. So if you go deeper into the land with that whole area, it's not unheard of, but something this massive, no, not where you come from. Mm, mm, okay. As you, all of you, why don't you make me a either nature, survival, perception, investigation, whatever you want, basically. Okay. Yeah. Um. So Heinrich and Sorsha, well, actually Vroondomon as well. Um. You're pretty sure that there is nothing down here. You do find no, that's not exactly true. With a 25 Heinrich, what you find are a series of carved small carved stones. These would be about this big. They are carved in maybe sort of maze-like patterns. Sometimes you have an old script that you can't necessarily get, that you can't read, but are told by Eku that it's ancient Chultian, and most of it's sort of prayers. And you find them strewn, sort of thrown here and there around the area. There's no specific pattern to them. There's no specific. All of them seem to be old, um, as in covered in dirt, covered in lost within the roots of plants. Um, but yeah, it seems that um, you'll get some of them that are poems or stuff like that, mostly, but mostly prayers. Kind of seems like a lot of people come here, pray, or let a prayer down and just leave. Inete is Inete at this time is pacing. She's going to. There has to be a way. There has to be a way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. As you shout out, is there somebody there? Oh, by the way, in which language do you shout that out? Okay. Okay. Before. Okay, you start shouting. So you start in common. By the time you take your second breath, Salida comes up to you. What are you doing? Do you want to bring out the? We are among so we are in danger here among one of the concentrations of undead. Do you really want to attract your attention? And as she's sort of berating you in a hushed tone, um, the rest of you, as you're looking up, you see a cloaked figure, sort of step out from the cave. Um, there's not it's difficult to see exactly the features of the character, but what you can see is dark, sort of long, dark robes. There's a glint of metal at their shoulder, and a full head of blonde, ashy blonde hair. Um, as they turn and go, oh, just a moment, and you simultaneously see next to the person and right at your feet, just in front of you, Heinrich, a shimmering portal open up through which you can see and I'm gonna show you the um you you see a sort of maybe aging elven woman, um, basically saying, "Please come on in. The portal will not last very long. Please, uh, mind your just mind your step. It's a long way down from here." Selida's going. That don't. By the way, how has your so before that, I just want to just jump right in the back because we've got that interaction. Um, so following that conversation that you had with Selida Sorsha, you were sort of looking in on her and making sure that Heinrich, how's your? I mean, you've been discussing regularly with her. There seems to be she's less teasing, I guess. Um, things are seem to be going well with her. Okay. Um, okay. Um, so Inete sort of gulps in is maybe the first one. As she looks towards you and going, "Should we?" Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna ask all of you step in. Okay. So the two guides, the two guides, they're gonna be staying up. They're gonna be staying away so as to not influence anything, and because there's maybe not a lot of space. So as the party, um, as you step through the portal, you find yourself all of a sudden moved up 100 feet in um, blazing winds as absent from the ground, as this person ushers you into the cave and says, "Please come find shelter. It's windy here, and I would not want you to miss your step. Please, this way." Just uh, uh, however, she does look towards you, Heinrich. Sort of passes a hand over near your face, um, and your magic vision is gone. And she says, "However, please understand that I do enjoy my privacy." And yes, dispel magic. However, on that note, we're going to take a break. Absolutely. Um, Okay, so we're going to take a 5, 10, 15-minute break here. For those on YouTube, well, we'll see you in a couple of days. So